All right. Looks like this might work. All right, I think I figured this thing out. Not really. Hey, what's up, David Proctor, Kristen J? Hey guys, this is gonna get a little weird. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make this weird. I'm just trying right like literally next to it. We're gonna just let it roll for a second and see what happens. It should come back. There. Just refresh if you get the spinny wheel of death, you guys. Just hit the refresh button. I don't know how this signal is gonna work, so we're just kind of testing some stuff right now. So come tournament day, we'll know what's going on. I got giant cobwebs on all my stuff. All right, that's working, thank goodness. Oh, there. Yeah. I don't know how much I like this. I don't know how much I like this, because this looks like a spinny wheel other. It really does just like look like one spinny wheel after another, man. I don't like that. So there's gonna be an issue with the live fishing, guys. I can tell you right now, it's gonna be an issue. I'm gonna have to get a hold of somebody about some things, because this should work. It should work if we're not spinny wheel of deathin'. Hey, what's going on, David Proctor? Kristen J's in here again. Yeah, hey, thanks for hanging out, guys. Like I said, spinny wheel of death's just something you got to deal with when I'm moving, man. Sorry. I mean, there isn't really too much I can do about that. All right. We're going to do a little something here, guys. Let's get these electronics going. Let's see what's going on, man. You guys want to be back there, or do you want to be up here? I'll leave it up to you guys. You guys want to be back? Oh, I got to change my stuff. You guys want to be back there or up here with me? It's up to you. I don't care. Because I can put you up here, and then you're just going to be like facing me, or you can be back there and get like the third person. Skrilla was one of the people that responded to my question the other day, which was, what angle are you guys wanting? Like, what do you guys think the best angle is going to be? Oh, hold on, I got to put this other side on. What do you guys think the best angle is going to be for this thing? You think third person, or you think like first person? All right, what's going on here? Why is this thing tightening? There it goes. Okay. All right. If it ain't one thing, it's another, man. All right. We're not moving, so the graph's not really going to do us any good. It's just going to keep showing the same little bits of stuff. Let's get to moving. Let's start the mission. All right, it's official. We are now moving. We're just going to skirt down the channel soft and slow. You know, just to see. Just to see. See if we can hook up a fish. You guys good with that angle? Is that cool? Or you want more up or more down? What's good for you guys? Can't really see your comments the way I have the phone position. My eyes are good, but they're not that good. I could mount the phone up here, but I think the issue that I'm having is, I think that when the phone gets more than like 18 inches away from the GoPro, it seems to be an issue for some reason. I'm telling you, it's just T-Mobile. I never had this problem with anything before T-Mobile took over my phone service. Not by choice, that was Sprint. Had nothing to do with me. You guys, look at that. A little swimmer. Just a little swimmer. Just trying to see if there's anything just prowling around. Why do I look for things prowling around when I've got imaging right here in front of me? Looks like there's a few little fish over here. More down towards the bottom, got a little bit of structure on the right side. Left side's got a little hole. I'm not really seeing any fish. Other than that, just moving right along. Yeah, so I'm testing this stuff out for the tournament. This is gonna be interesting. We're gonna be in and out of signal, I'm sure. I got 2 more places I gotta check this week. So for those of you that wanna hang out, that's gonna be pretty neat. We're gonna check a couple more places. We're also gonna position the phone in a few different places. I'm gonna put it right down here so I can see it. And then I can just kind of look down and see the phone and have a conversation with you guys. So let's start that. Let's see if we can get that phone just turned just a little bit far away from that thing, just so I've got an idea of whether or not it's gonna work. Because what my plan was to put the phone, this was my plan. All right, my plan was to put the phone here, right? All right, and then tip this like this. Oh, sweet. Troubles. Park, dude, check that out. That's awesome. Okay, hold on. Let me angle this thing down. Oh, dude. Okay, this is gonna be sick. All right, that's what I was looking for. That was the original design in my head, was to put you guys either here or here, but I kind of like you over there, because then you guys, I can like look back and have little conversations. Water is like glass. Yeah, Jeff, it's sick right now, man. I just ran into, who did I just, I'm sorry. I was frustrated, man. I had a little bit of, I wanted to be on the water today at 10, that didn't happen. I wanted to be on at 11, it didn't happen. And then I can't neglect the dogs, so I stayed home with the dog outside. And you know, so, you know me, man. After the suggested bite time, God, the struggle. We're going live from the GoPro now. Worked out the spot issue. See if that's into some few different positions that you guys in that we're going to test out today. That should be kind of cool. Like a lot of guys that go live fishing, man, they just like literally point their camera off into nowhere and then just narrate. But I'm trying to like hang out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm hanging out with my buddies. I don't know what you guys are doing. You can see what I'm doing. There really is no big secret to what I'm doing, but I forgot my sunglasses. I can put you guys up front too, and you guys can look at the mega imaging if you want. And get like the lake and the mega imaging picture this way, and then that cuts me right out of it, you know? You don't even have to see me. You don't even have to see me. So I figured that's kind of cool. And like I said, I've been watching this guy in the UK, man, and he crushes it, dude. And all he does is sit there in his car and shows you his fishing poles out by the beach. And that's like Buddy's, you know, that's his shtick. And he sings songs. He carries a guitar and stuff. And I was thinking, man, how could I incorporate my guitar into that? Well, I can't, unfortunately, because I have to use both hands. But what's going to be cool about my live show is that you're going to see fish, maybe. You know, I try, man. I guess that's any fishing show, though. But you're going to see the whole technique. And I brought the other cameras. If today turns into a little bit of fire, hold on, I got to put this thing up. If today turns into a little bit of fire, we can all hang out together, you know, and I'll have the other cameras. I'll pull the other cameras out and we'll do like a whole video shoot. All right, I got holes and fish on beds here. But I gotta let this thing fall all the way to the bottom. I'm gonna stop us right here. I got 4 or 5 little fish over here on the right hand side. In a minute, I'll bring you guys up front, man, and let you guys check this out. And then you can like look at the live scope. I think that'll be epic. And then literally, or not live scope, the mega imaging, but then you'll get a real good chance at like seeing what I'm seeing, because I know there's little fish and I know there's some holes over there. So today, the key to today, we've got increases in water temperature. That's always a plus. We've got increases in exterior ambient temperatures. Thank God I'm not freezing anymore. We've also got high pressure and probably the worst day of fishing you could have, but the best day of fishing supposedly for the next 2 weeks is today. So if that's the pattern, there's a chance come the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday tournament in February, we could be faced with some pretty serious adversity, and it might not be a fish catching episode for anybody. You know, I'm hoping that it turns out to be a beautiful day and that we could all enjoy it. You know, I'm doing my best to stay positive. I'm not gonna lie, I'm doing my best to stay positive. I don't know exactly what I want to do yet. I haven't quite put together a game plan. What I have put together is I need to do some pre-fishing. I need to start seeing what fish are doing. Again, like I said, slow seems to be what they're telling us is the technique. Shaky head, wacky rigs, everything I'm not using, I'm just throwing something because I wanted to throw something for a minute just to see if I could get a little trigger strike, being that the water temperature's warmed up. If I can get something to come off of its placement there and just hit this little minnow looking thing, that'll be fantastic. Still got signal. Yep, the show's still going on. Okay, so up that way it gets worse. So as we get back into this spot, I was gonna take you guys over to the river, but I've developed a new issue. The new issue is, for some reason, my motor is not getting the right amount of fuel. Excuse me, sir. You can fish here. It's private property. Yeah, right. Yours did a great job on part 1. Thanks, Mark. Water's like glass. Yeah, so like I said, man, I'm for some reason pulling my primer ball like it's squishing it. So I've got a clog or something. I don't know. I got to figure this out, because this just started happening yesterday when I had my son out here. Oh, by the way, guys, the boy's enjoying this now. He was using the mega imaging, and yeah, he found him a fish yesterday, saw it on the mega imaging, cast right over to it. 2 minutes later, he was fish on and looked at me. He's like, Dad, he's standing right up here, right? He's like, Dad, grab this. I'm like, I'm not grabbing nothing. I was like, you better boat flip that. And he, sure enough, boop, pulled it right up. And of all the things, it was my super inclusive bait. Of all the things that he could have caught fish on yesterday, he caught it on the super inclusive bait, which makes me really happy, because that bait in itself it just screams diversity. For those of you that know about that bait, that is probably one of the best baits that I own. That is the one that nobody wants me to fish with, and they get upset when I start fishing with it, and people get bent out, you know, the norm. I'm seeing little fish, little fish, little fish. There's fish in here. They're just little fish, like my norm. You know what I mean? I'm kind of looking around today for, there's a bigger one. There's a bigger one, 20 foot over here. All right. Let's see if I can get in on that bigger one, see if I can get him to do something. Just to show you guys that it's really there. Because my son figured it out yesterday. He did a really good job. I was really proud of him. He figured it out yesterday, man. He made it work. He was the only one that caught a fish yesterday, because I was spending more of my time thinking about, oh, I hope he likes this. We're gonna go over here. Let's, matter of fact, let's switch up to the inclusive bait right now. I know if Buddy was watching, he'd be like, dude, just go home. Just go home. Don't even show these people the dink fest. Well, you know, I kind of don't think it's going to be dink fest. I'm thinking with what I'm seeing for marks, there could be a couple of good sized fish in here, man. There could be a couple. I brought the wacky rig. Today it said shaky heads, wacky rigs. Everything that moves super duper 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 slow is the way to go. So Dragging the old Billy Baroo is what we're gonna do. And for those of you that don't know, this is the inclusive bait. Super inclusive. Everybody loves it. Every time I throw it, there's always something that wants to bite it. And it doesn't matter what it is, it catches. Gar, it catches. Crappie, it catches. Mudfish. But it's been known to hit some bass now. You know, that for some reason, they like it. They like it. Water's nice, temperature's nice. Let's see what you guys are doing. Hey, Brandy. What's up, Scott? Hey, Scott. Jeff's in here. There could be, but then again, maybe not. Yeah, see, that's the fun of fishing. I didn't say y'all want to go catching. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would have been a totally different call on my end. It would have looked like a totally different title to this. It would have been y'all want to go catching, but we're not. It said fishing. I've been seeing things right up on these reeds here, on these lilies. It could be just really big, what are they called? Crappie. It might be crappie, but then again, if the crappie are here feeding, see, here's my logic. If the crappie are here feeding, right? The crappie are feeding on something. Now, based on what the crappie are eating, now who's to say there isn't a bass just waiting on them crappie to slip? Like, that's how I'm looking at it. I talked to one guy today, and he said that he came out to fish crappie, and he caught more bass than he ever has, which was kind of cool. You know what I mean? I thought that was neat. I was like, well, that's a good sign for me. Especially if he was going for dinks, you know what I mean? If he was going for dinks and he caught like 40 dinks, that'd be kind of good. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not going for dinks, man. Just happened to work out that way today. All right, let's get this thing moving a little bit. Gotta get used to using my foot on this thing and where I'm gonna stand and how I'm gonna use this thing. All right, yeah, we got crappie over here for sure. We can go ahead and get up in them sticks. See if we can't find something on the back side of that laydown tree. I'm gonna circle this area once or twice. I got a feeling in here I'm gonna find exactly what I'm looking for next week. And if we're lucky, I might be able to show it to you today. I really wish she'd come and bite it though. Come on, big girl, pull on it. Pull on it. I mean, I'm flirting right down on like the base of trees and stuff like that. I don't see anything over there. I should have just scoped that before I even threw. All right. All right, let's see what we got here. Skirting through slow, could be going faster. Not really concerned with the speed right now. Honey's gonna make dinner tonight. I'm excited about that because that means I get to do some fishing, which is, I appreciate it. I really do. There's a little turtle. I appreciate her catching dinner tonight after work, and she works hard, so you know, most of the time I cook dinner. It's the right thing to do, you know. I'm the one with the boy and the life, so she has a lot to do. She's an important person. Uh-oh. There we go. Come free, baby. Come free. Well, guys, if you look at the Humminbird Megaside imaging, in this area, I don't see any kind of fish. So the fact that I'm casting is just to keep my line wet. Like, I don't know. Those guys are all out here today. They're all out here all week. MLF is on the lake this weekend, I think. Not quite sure if it's MLF or who it is, but somebody's on the lake this weekend, and it's got all the expensive boats. They got all the expensive boats, all the trailers and trucks with their special signs on them. They're all out there. All right. See, I don't even know why I'm casting when in reality I should just be looking down. I got to get used to that. I did bring my drink though. That's pretty cool. Glad I remembered that. I don't seem to remember things. It's not that. I need to make a list. I get told that all the time. Make a list. Oh boy, turtle. That was a turtle. What up, Outlaw Morgan in the house? I like his new profile picture for those of you that didn't see it. The thinking man. The thinking man is that's the way to go. Hey, look, that one's for you, Outlaw. Look, I put your special bait on there. It said today, shaky head's the way to go, bud, so I'm running special baits all day. Gotta open the bail when you cast. Gotta open the bail when you cast. What's up, Mark? What are you doing in here, eh? Thousands for a fish finder and ain't hooking up. Doesn't that suck? Yeah, no, I'm seeing them. I mean, I'm seeing them, but they're dinks. I'm just passing on them. I seen some crappie earlier, you know. See, this is the thing, is now I can take my time and really just target the fish I'm looking for, the big ones, you know. I don't have to any longer feel the waters for the dinks. Hashtag Dinkslayer. I can now get in where I want to get in, where I know there's a fish, and just hang out. There's one right over here on this point, as a matter of fact. I'm going to put you guys up front here in a second and let you just stare at the... oh, there he is. Watch this. It says here he is 5 feet off the side of the boat. Come on now. Oh, 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 come on. He's down there. I just seen him. We can circle back around. Let's circle back around. Real slow. Real slow. Oh. You might have retreated back into those pads. Come right across them. See if we can catch him slipping. All the neighbors are out. That's always exciting. I like when the neighbors are out. All nice people. All right, you guys are gonna switch spots for a minute. What is that? Not the spam, but I just uploaded a video. It never worked. Circle back. No, I saw it, man. I just literally was in the middle of going live when I got your notification. By the way, if you guys haven't been over to is it on the OM Fishing? You coming on Outlaw Morgan? I think it's on Outlaw Morgan. I did see the one you just loaded. What was the name of it? I forget. I just saw it. I literally just saw it when I was trying to get this stuff all hooked up. This is no fun either, man. I found out I gotta unplug the Rode Wireless Go 2 from the Media Mod, start the live, and then replug it in. So today's just a lot of testing. We found an area on this side already that has 0 signal. So that was no fun. All right, let's put you guys in a different view real quick. Give you guys something different to look at. I think you guys might like this. I thought it was pretty cool. You guys might be like, oh, that sucks, put it back. All right. So, if I set you guys up like this, right? And then I set you guys up like this. And then I take this thing like this, and I move it like this. All right. All right. You guys kind of can see what I'm looking at now. Kind of, sort of. Kinda, sorta. We'll see. The little terrain features and stuff and give it a little bit more speed. The more speed, I noticed it works pretty good, 4 or 5 miles an hour. 2.5 to 3 miles an hour is where my target range is. We got some little structure over here. That's lily pad roots on the bottom. We got a big draw right there. Looks like a little crater bed or something. But no fish. No fish in this area at all. Let's keep moving. There ain't no fish in there. That's what I'm saying. We're looking at it right now. There ain't no fish in here. I'm literally, let's go over here in these lily pads and let's just poke our eyeballs around. Look, there's some fish right there, and two little baby fish in that little bed right there. Those are probably crappie on the right hand side. Just saw them. Look at all those little beds though, man. That's crazy. Yeah, this is gonna be a fire spot here soon. All these little beds will just fill right up with fish, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Transitioning areas are gonna be key. You guys seeing this is all lily pad and lily pad. They got bait fish directly underneath us right now. Let's give a couple casts here. Just because there's bait fish, we might find there's something prowling. Might find there's something prowling. Oh yeah, first cast, stuck. That's how it works. All right, you guys wanna go back to the back now? Check the docks. Yeah, you wanna go run a dock? You wanna go see what that looks like on there? Come on, we'll do that. Let's go check the docks. Yeah, baby. All right, let's go look at what it looks like under the docks. Slow ourselves down so we get a good idea of what we got going on here. We got little fish on, little bait fish on beds there. I got 2 little fish on the bottom there, directly under the boat. All right, on the left side, we are gonna have the dock coming up in, let me slow us down. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, dock's coming up on the right. Oh yeah, sure enough, there's a couple of them right there. A couple of them on the right. Let's play in this dock for a minute, see if we don't get hung up. You can see the pillars on the dock. We'll go by a couple of them and see if we can't get a good look. Oh yeah. You got some little fish off in the side here. You be real careful when you're popping around these docks. This guy's got a big piece of wood underneath his, just begging to get stuck on it. Looks like bait fish. Oh no, he's got a big chair under there or something. I'll go buy some sticks here in a minute and show you what that looks like. There's little fish here scattered throughout. There's one, there's one. There's a couple little bait fish over there, or probably crappie. Just stragglers. I'm looking for one that's like decent, you know, if I'm gonna catch a crappie. All right, we should get a pretty good picture of this dock right here. You can see the pylon right there. There's the 2 pylons. See how they're casting big shadows? That's the pylons of the docks. And as we see, there's a fish in the back corner of that dock. That's about it. I don't think I can cast under there without getting it caught. And I tried, I skipped under there. Let's see what happens. No. You didn't want this presentation. Next video, he's gonna have a cast net. See you later, Brandy. Yeah, right? Talking about 12-pounder, 14-pounder. What'd you catch it on? Oh, I was shiner fishing. Oh, I was shiner fishing. You guys know how that goes. I don't really see anything over here on the left-hand side. It's kind of like a barren area. There's a couple of fish. Oh no, that's the pylons for that that next dock we just rolled by. I need to get something to drink. Yeah, I'm dehydrating, man. It got hot. For those of you guys in cold places, man, no thank you. I like it a lot better when it's warm out. Well, we got a fish right there. Got 3 or 4 fish over here. That bigger fish looks like he's, you can see it. You see the shadow? Could you see the shadow being cast? Yeah, there's a shadow down there. Trying to skip it back in there and see if I can't figure out what that is and if we can get it to bite. There's some kind of hole right here. It's got a little fish in it. Just on the right-hand side, 15, 20 foot away. I keep my my stuff set down. I don't keep my stuff set like 200 feet or anything like that. I keep mine set to like 40 feet. That gives me a pretty good idea of what I can see on my left and my right. I should put it up to like 60 or 75 so it's at cast distance. But then you really do lose a lot of contrast, a lot of clarity. Starts to become a little bit jumbly, scratchy looking. I don't really like that. All right, let's poke our eyes down here. Okay, we got something sitting off in the back right there. Let's stop. Let's see if we can get it to hook up. No, I threw at it. It didn't want it. I'm gonna go back in here and skirt through some of these lilies and stuff and see what that looks like. What do you guys think? All right, you guys wanna go back and sit in the back again? '81, nice, Scott. Scott, you're down in South Florida. Yeah, 81 would be nice. It's a little bit hotter than that here. A little bit hotter than that here. I'm gonna put you guys back here again. It's just easier for me because I don't have to see it. All right, there it is. That's it. Okay. There it is. We'll leave that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Back to the live fishing. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Docks would seem to be the place, but we've seen 4 or 5 docks that have nada underneath them. So that's got me thinking we might be a little bit deeper in the water, heavier transition areas. Maybe the channel, deeper in the channel. We'll see. We're gonna skate up around here and check this area here where it says no fishing. I prefer those areas. Scott got a new roof last year right before Christmas. That was exciting. I was there for that. I wasn't. We talked about it. We're gonna go down in this back area, guys. I really want to shoot this. There's so many little beds down here, dude. Like I can totally see, but it's smaller fish. It's like little tiny fish. Ooh, that wasn't though. Can't really tell what that was, but it made a splash. The birds making this all majestic. Can you guys see those birds? There's a fish right here in a hole. A little tiny fish back behind us. I just noticed he was back there. Well, he's big enough to register, so I mean, I don't know what it is though, but there's like a giant hole and there's a little tiny fish. He's not that small. He's probably like my normal dink slayer size. Oh yeah, I definitely like going live from the GoPro and being able to talk to you guys too. I like that a lot. And I like being able to put my filters on the GoPro too, because then you guys see like really radiant, bright colors. Oh, you guys see those snake birds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice, all 5 of them. All right, let's slow ourselves down. We're gonna go back in here and we are gonna get in the mess. I'm gonna put the trolling motor through it. It's usually good sized fish. Oh, what was that? Snake bird or an alligator, one of the two. But where the snake birds poo, I'm telling you right now, I know it sounds crazy, but where they make a little action, there is sometimes a little action. Oh, all them pads just went crazy. I'm gonna put that on snake birds because I'm not seeing anything. I wonder what a snake bird will look like on this thing. I mean, I got pads moving. You guys see any of this? I don't want to cast into it because I don't want to find out it's a bird, you know what I mean? Like, that would suck. Right? Can you guys see what's going on? Like, can you guys see any of this? It's got to be those birds. Yeah, waiting on the insurance company to pay you back. Yeah, no kidding. Lake seems empty. This isn't really the lake, bud. This is just a little canal that goes back to people's houses. The lake's out there behind us, and it's slap full of people. Trust me, I was just out there. That's when I realized that there was a fuel issue. Oh yeah, Outlaw might know about that if he was still in here. Hey guys, so my primer ball keeps just like creating a vacuum, and I changed my fuel filter. So do I have a clog in a fuel tank, or is it in the line? Is that a clog that does that? Because she's starving for gas now all of a sudden. It sucks. Like, it's not, I'm losing power, you know, I run for a few minutes, then she just, she's done. I don't know. Got to figure that one out. Got to figure that one out. Those of you with 2 strokes, what causes your ball to collapse? Hole in the fuel line? Or a clog? It looks like it's creating a vacuum and it's clogging, but when I switched to the other tank, it seemed to work its way out. I know there's some fish over here because I tend to come over here and catch fish sometimes. Right now, I don't see a whole lot of nothing, which means they could be out on the transport side, like the highway side, not so much in the these little cuts like this. But the bottom's showing up as having little bright patches, which means that there's hard bottom in some areas here. Buddy, what is that ruckus? Is that a fish or a snake bird? Because the last thing I want to do is snag a snake bird. You know what I mean? Like, that will not be where I want to spend my day. This is where them big ones live. There's little holes like this right here. Oh, I don't know what it is, man. Snake bird? Like to say giant bass. Just gonna sit up over here for a minute. There's something in here, dude. Just gonna toss it up in a few of these holes. Sorry guys, I'm like really in focus. This is the thing about live fishing, man. You know, you're trying to work with the audience, you're trying to hang out, you're trying to, you know, if you have something you can show somebody or somebody asks a question, and then in reality you're like, yeah, but I'm still fishing, so kind of I can't tell what it is. Let's take a ride back in here. Just assorted pads. I'm not really seeing anything that looks like I want to stop and wonder what it is. Stuff jumping all over the place. Oh, that's bass. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, we might be, might have picked the wrong opportunity here, boys. Because we should have something hooked up with some top water on it. If we do hook up, it's gonna play hell getting it out. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, because this is a little bit thick. Is that it? No. Ah. Just caught the edge of that drilla, or the hyacinth, and ended up in a lily pad. But boy, it felt like, you know what I'm saying? Felt like Christmas Day. Collapsing fuel line. Yeah, Scott, that sucks. Inside line starts to break down, part it folds over and blocks the fuel. That very well could be what's going on, because par for the course. You know what I'm saying? Par for the course. So yeah, I'm gonna have to probably look at that. Collapsing fuel line. Oh, there's something over there big, because I just startled it. Oh, boys. I'm gonna point you guys over there. You guys watch this, dude. I'm not kidding. Look at this. So watch this hyacinths over here. I didn't bring my punch rig, my flipping rig. I didn't bring none of that stuff. I kind of stayed finessey today, and now I'm like kicking myself because look at that. Did you guys see that? I mean, if it's snake birds or turtles or something, that would be one thing, but there is really no way of telling. Look how majestic that is with birds and stuff flying in, you guys. Okay, bait just busted right up here. Boys, we might hook up with something. That'd be awesome. Just don't want to be an alligator or a crappie, please. Do not need an alligator. I do not need a crappie. Yeah, I'll regret it if I end up catching something in this with this little teeny light line here on this finesse style. I am gonna regret it. I mean, things are jumping. I can't see what it is. Yeah, note to self, bring the big gear back here, because this looks like this has got something going on. Or it could just be a bunch of gar and a bunch of snake birds. You know what I mean? Like, there could really be nothing here. Graph's not going to do you any good with this much vegetation. Just, I mean, so we're all clear. It's not, I don't have like forward facing or anything like that. Let's scoot around this thing. Let's do that. Yeah, silent. The old silent running. That's the fourth time something over there has done that. Now they're doing it over there. Me. You guys see all that, right? Like, that's nuts, dude. There's something going on. What is that? What is causing that? So now's the time to have my big worm, big Texas rig worm, good size weight on it, tossing it out there in some 60-pound braid. Oh, I brought it. Okay, never mind. I didn't bring my big heavy, but what this is right now. Switched up to a speedy flatworm, guys. See all that? If they're wanting something to come buzzing across the top, I got this right here. I wish something would. I wish something would follow me out of one of these pads. There it is. All right. Oh, something just startled itself over there. Oh, I would love to have something big blow up right in front of you guys. Oh, there's something right there. Come on. Get out of there. I know you're not stuck. Oh, get off there. That was my shot, too. Oh, there. Something roaming around in here. If it might be a big gar, more than likely a big gar. But I mean, if it ends up being a big bass, that would be exciting. What are you thinking? People have area. None. So the fact, if they're this way, this worm spitter spattering its tail across the top. I got no weight on this, so I'm just kind of tossing it out there. Keeping the rod tip medium to high so it gets a good flappy effect. Tail's definitely kicking. It's a big worm, 7-inch I think, but it floats. Try a couple more casts over here, guys, and then we're going to continue mission. I think I see a way to wander out of here that's going to give me a couple of good casts on it. Alright, I'm going to go over here. You guys want to go over here? A lapsing fuel line. Yeah, you know, could be. Could be. You never know. Pretty majestic in the backyard though, huh guys? As soon as the yellow tech stick comes, you guys will be way higher in the back. But I just mounted some GoPro leads. Some GoPro mounts so you guys can hang out and I can transition you from different places. As well as mount my other GoPros when I want to film. But I definitely think that going from the GoPro is going to make it a lot better. I like the look myself. Phone cameras just, I don't know. I don't have a filter for it, so. I know you guys are thinking, hey man, you should go back in that spot over there. Well, there's only one problem with going back in that spot over there. And that is my transducer is now mounted on the bottom. So I have to be cautious of where I go. Let's push over there and see what it looks like. Still 1.5 feet from the bottom of the trolling motor. So that's still about 3.5, 4 foot of water, which is good. Oh, there's some funk. Funk on the trolling motor. Alright guys, we're going to move around here. We're going to go ahead and circle back around. Not much I can do over here. This guy's coming in a little bit hotter than he's supposed to for sure. I mean, no wake, bud. Oh, look at this fucking guy. You guys see this? This fucking guy. Look at that. Hey, what are you back there? I don't know what that is that keeps doing that. I don't know what that is, you guys. Well, hold on, I gotta clean off my transducer because it's showing me all black. Any fish in that lake? There ain't no fish in this lake. I already told you that. There ain't no fish in this whole lake. Alright, come on, get the shit off the transducer. There we go, get through there. There it is. That guy's gonna try to circle around the backside of what I was just fishing. Silently going through here. Like, I'm sure none of these fish have ever heard the chaos that is me pushing my trolling motor through there. Just back to running silent again. Any luck? Move about 30 yards in there. They're in there. I just came through a whole mess of them. About 30 yards to your right, straight in front of you, your 12 o'clock. Just move right in that lily pad. You'll see them. They're all over there. Yeah, oh yeah, I was watching them. Yeah. Yeah, no problem, bud. I didn't know what it was, and then when I pulled through, I realized it was crappie. I'm over there fishing it like it's bass, you know? Yep, just go 30 yards right straight in front of you. Where that, yeah, toward that grassy mound, you're gonna see them start flipping out all over the water. You're welcome. I figured I'd help them out. I could see them, I knew what they were. All right, we got holes out here. I got no fish. No fish in this whole lake. All right, you guys want to see something cool? Look at this. I want to show you guys this because I want to show you what a bait school looks like, man. Can you see that right there? That big blob? That bait school right underneath my boat. You see that thing right there coming up on your right? That's a stick under the water. You guys see that? See these little holes over there on the left side that are darker? Those are just literally holes. But that's what I'm like looking at down here. That bait school is a good sign though. But there's usually bait right here on this corner. I know that because we fish this side quite a bit. All right, let's do this. Let's get a good idea of what the side looks like. Let's get a couple of casts on the side and see what's over here. Stick. You know what? Let's use a little swimmer. Let's go at it with a little swimmer. Little swimmer. Fire. Oh, you guys are all leaving. All right, we're back. It's gonna get a little choppy, guys. You gotta bear with me, okay? Because we're like doing this live on the move. This isn't like a pre-planned spot where it's like, oh yeah, everything works. This is a totally different deal. This is live bass fishing. You know, like brought to you by Pfizer. That's funny. Why are you guys looking down so much? It's weird. I gotta figure out how I want to position this thing. It's weird. Now, Buddy seems to be following me. Because Buddy has been everywhere that I have been. I didn't pull in the channel. I pulled back out of the channel. Buddy pulled back out of the channel. Now Buddy's coming right up on my 6. You know, as if there ain't other places he could be. It's a whole lake. It's a whole lake. Oh, he's got a cool dog though, man. I'm gonna start bringing Forrest. As soon as we deck the boat, dude, Forrest is on every adventure. You guys are gonna see, it's gonna be nothing but Forrest. Because he's gonna be a little mad out. He's just gonna be all over the boat. I gotta buy him a life vest though, because I got a feeling he is just gonna be way too excitable. This guy, he just does not get no wake, man. I mean, he's steady on his bow, just right up in the air, like, yeah, it's cool, man. You know, I got a $60,000 boat, I can do that. You know what I mean? Not at all caring about us little guys, you know. And no, Faye, there are no fish in this lake. There are no fish in this lake. Again, guys, if I lose you, give it a second and then refresh and then come back in, because more than likely it's going to pick back up. The stream will pick back up. We're just going to be going through the... But you're really going to motor right where I'm going. Like, this is what I'm talking about. This is what it's going to be from now on. From here until the end of February, dude, it's going to be literally spot hogs, like, all day. Like, hey, I just was wondering, is this where you're headed? Because this is where I'm headed. You were not headed there, dude. You were fishing the other place that I just left. That's why I left it, because I saw him coming in there. What are you gonna do? I don't have my sunglasses, so there's that, you know. Sky's beautiful though. You guys like that polarized lens? You guys like that? You like that look? I can go with a straight clear, but it just won't look good. Like, it'll just be a lot of washed out browns and stuff. So I figure with the polarized lens that you guys are seeing right now, it makes the blues pop. Just so we're clear, it makes the blues pop. I cannot believe Buddy literally just went down and set up right where I was gonna set up, but that's cool. Watch this. Let's find a fish. Let's find a fish, boys. Let's make this happen. Because that, I just want to hold it up and be like, hey man, were you looking for this? This one? The big one? Yeah. Nah, I got it. You're good. You can go back to wherever you came from now. That would be nice. There ain't no reason for you to be over here standing. Come on, Billy. Billy's gonna do it. Billy's like, come on, you put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. That's what Billy's thinking. Because Billy's just telling you, this is my tiger. This is my tiger right here, boys. That was not a good cast. Whatever. All right, still looking. Yeah, I got scattered stuff on this side. I can't really see anything that looks perfect yet, or even something that, well, there's little somethings under these trees and stuff like that. All right, let's try to just put a fish in the boat. Hold on. Let's just try to put a fish in the boat. We're gonna go wacky rig here in just a second. And that should bring us something. Because unlike other bait fishing shows, it's not a fish on every cast here. It's just not. Let me see here. All right, we're back. Hey, thanks for you guys that are hanging out. But like I said, if you lose me, just give it a second, dude. It's gonna come back. It's just, I'm out on a lake. You know what I'm saying? Signal's gonna be interesting. And it's a lot of testing. So again, like I said, the polarized lens I think is a nice touch. I'm sure, I hope the audio is coming through crystal clear. Should be. Shouldn't be too loud. It shouldn't be not loud enough. I'm kind of being quiet. Ooh, monster. Let's move up a little bit that way. Let's move, just keep moving a little bit. Just a little bit. Slowly put our course and heading over there. A little tip for some of you guys. A lot of you guys might like a really loose trolling motor that you can just, you know, swivel, pivot, swivel, you know, as fast as you can move your foot. I crank mine up a little bit, dude. Like, I put a little bit more pressure on it because when I want to keep a heading, like I just want to keep a heading and just hit this whole shore side, I'm not coming back to this thing. I'm going to look over at my graph. I'm going to see if there's anything going on. But other than that, I keep a good tension on that. I keep a good tension on my trolling motor foot pedal because I want to be able to just put it to a course heading and just slowly maneuver the boat in that direction. It gives me time to look at my graph. It gives me time to pull things out of trees. Live fishing. But no curse words. I'm really proud of myself. I'm doing a really good job today, I think. I haven't said a single curse, which is great because now I can say, yeah, you know what, it's not made for kids, but it's safe. Aw, he didn't find what he was looking for. He fired up his $47,000 engine. No, that's jelly. It is. It's a lot of jelly, dude. You'll see. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm putting all my Oprah Winfrey bucks on it. Trust and believe that one. All my Oprah Winfrey bucks are going on the next boat. Because I am not dealing with this again. Collapse fuel line. Good God, man. All right, one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish over here, but no fish is where I'm going. So let's keep working this bank here until eventually something accidentally shows itself. I do like the little dog thing though. I give him credit on the little dog. Wish I had my little dog on here. I don't actually have a dog. It's Jenny's dog, but if I borrowed him, you know, I don't think she'd be mad if I borrowed him. But I got to see how he swims first. Not yet, bud. But I love the dog. That's my favorite, man. I'm gonna bring mine as soon as I figure out if he can swim.
Yeah. How far are you fishing here?
I'll go all the way up.
How long did it take you today?
Oh, 2 o'clock, 2:30.
You ain't caught nothing?
Nothing. He's got probably 40 grand worth of electronics on that boat. He's asking me if I've caught anything. I'm thinking, bud, have I caught anything? No, I ain't caught nothing. You just drove around me 3 times. He's been waiting for that moment that he could ask me, because he's got money coming out of this deal. He has got money coming out of this deal. All right. Come on, spot in front of the tree. I got a big bait school right here. Big bait school underneath me in front of this tree. Right in front of this tree. All right, we're going wacky rig here in just a second, really slowing down this presentation. I don't think I can get much slower than what I'm doing right now, though. Maybe it's a speed up day, you know, maybe we should be throwing the rattle trap and just making it happen, just open water rattle trapping, you know. Maybe it's bladed jig day. Hey, what's up, Gary? What are you doing, man? Hey. We're live fishing, Gary. We're doing a lot of testing. We've got a lot of different gear hooked up. We're coming at you from the GoPro. I can read you guys down here. I put you guys down there so I can see when somebody comes in or when somebody says hi. We're gonna reevaluate that system though. I got a feeling what I need there is like a pole, some kind of pole to hold it up higher. Or just remember my sunglasses. If I did stuff like that, I would probably have a better day. Now we're gonna go ahead and just shoot up a little bit this way. Catch this corner here. Kind of get an idea of what we're looking at. Got a digital maximizer. I don't even know what that is. I mean, I got a little school of maybe 3 over here, but I can't tell what it is. There's one bigger one following him up. I'm gonna stop. Let's see if I can't get that bigger one's attention. Got it. Yeah, I got the bigger one's attention, guys. Oh, nice fish. You guys ready for this? Here. Oh, another nice jump. Look at this. Ah, yeah, huh? Come here. Come here. That's it. I told you. I told you. You can physically see him, dude. I saw that fish on the screen, bro. It's not freaking fair. It's not. Look at that sweet fish, huh? Absolutely beautiful. 2.5, 3 pounds. It's decent. Not a giant, but, you know, again, for live fishing, I'm telling you right now, dude, that mega imaging is not a joke. Like, it's really not a joke, dude. You guys ready for this? Watch it go away! All right, here we go. See ya. Nice, all that time, man. I told you, dude, there's fish there on the mega imaging, man. I'm not kidding, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Scott. No escape now once Spears is on you, bro. What, again, like I said, that's pretty sick, dude. I saw it. Did I not see it on the mega imaging and say, hey guys, there's a big one right back here. Like, let me cast to it. Bang. And it was the inclusive bait. That was the inclusive bait again. It's a good little fight. I even had time to switch the camera. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. All right, let's go back and get on mission. We know this corner. We've already fished this thing. I'm not gonna tell Buddy I pulled a 3.5 right there too. 2.5, 3 pound. Right there in front of him, but I can talk about that. We'll swing around. Swing around. Yeah, I always like catching fish on a live, boy. That's pretty sweet. Brandy came back just in time. That was neat, huh? Brandy, did you get a chance to see that? So it's not just, it's not, it was just my imagination once again, running away with me. It was just my imagination. Yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't my imagination. We all saw it. Like, oh, I saw it. You guys didn't see it, but I was looking. I even said, I'm like, there he is. There's a bigger fish right behind the 3 little fish. If I can get that bigger fish to bite, it's right over here. Now, this has become the day. Like, now it's just a question of, okay, now we just basically look for marks. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just drive around and we look for marks. We don't even really need to cast. We just pretty much need to drive around and look for marks. But now I got a relative size of mark to size of fish. So now that I see that, yeah, I pinned that fish. He was sitting right on the bottom. Pretty sweet. Let's get a drink. Let's get a drink. Hold on, you guys. We'll get a drink. We'll talk about it. We got a minute. We're not going anywhere. Has anybody got anything important to do? I hope not. We're taking it 5. I need something to drink. I didn't bring another Red Bull. That's what I should have brought, dude. Should have brought another Red Bull. Because I am dragging it. And of course, Buddy wasn't here. You know, Buddy wasn't here for that. He's going to teach. I didn't see that. I wasn't there. Your stream cut out. I don't have time for that. You know, I appreciate it, though. But I wish he would have been in here to see that, because he'd have been like, no way. Yeah, dude. No, it's real. It's real. It's real. And it's pretty neat. But all the stars have to align. Oprah, Tom Cruise, the whole deal. You gotta make sure you pay your dues if you're not up on your dues. For those of you that know about that, let's take a 5. We caught a fish. What's up? Glad he got one. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate that, man. Well, no, I know we can catch them. That's not the issue. You know what I'm saying? Learning the electronics, that's really where I'm at. And getting out here and having the ability to spend a little bit of time learning the electronics and really starting to figure stuff out, get an idea of what I mean, everybody's like, learn the electronics. Well, I mean, yes and no. You can know how to read it and still not know what you're looking for, you know what I'm saying? But I think my kid yesterday really had the best time. He figured this right out. Like, he really did. He was like, so I'm looking for these, Dad? I'm like, yeah. He's like, got it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what made that last fish. I just basically replicated what I saw my 9-year-old do. I told him it's video games, and he was like, Dad, I'm game on. I am game on. Yeah, so let's get back into this, man. It's no stress today, no pressure. We're not getting crazy. We're not out here pro tournament. We'll sit down, we'll have little conversations about what we saw and stuff. I should start recording this stuff. I really should. I have the ability to record on this unit, and I was a little nervous, first time and everything. Let's see, my boss just walked by and said, fishing with you. Oh, I'm doing my dishes. Nice. And that's what I'm saying, Brandy. I mean, you guys, I appreciate you guys hanging out, man. There's a dude in the UK, man, okay? Hundreds of people watch this dude's 2 rods sit out with lights on them. Hundreds. But he sings songs. He's got a guitar. I mean, this guy he's a whole nother level of entertainer. And that's why I said I really need to work on my language. You know, I need to make sure I'm staying close enough to, you know, whatever. I don't know. I'm wanting to see how this plays out, man. Wanting to see how this plays out. I think the live fishing is going to be a lot of fun. All right, watch your graphs now, Jason. Quit messing around now. I just bumped myself with the back of the rod, dude. Thought I had one. Good God. Yep, inclusive bait for the win. Gotta love it though, man. Let's see if we can't hunt this whole area. I think we're gonna start here. I think we're gonna start here in the tournament. I think I'm gonna pull us around. We're gonna just come right back here. We're gonna work this back corner and out. There's another one on the tips of this lily pad, but I think it's a gar. If it's a bass, it's a really big bass lurking right about. Oh, it's a gar. I can see it. It's a big gar. Let's see if I can catch it. If I can catch it, I'll show it to you guys. But I can see it now. Now we're coming in. There's a lay down stick that runs this way. I can see it. About 10 feet off the boat. All right, I'm gonna stop us right here for a minute. I'm gonna target this side over here for a second. Yeah, should have had the other GoPros on. That was a good little fish, and it was neat that I played that whole thing out. Made it happen like that. That was pretty cool. There's a couple of fish back in that thick. So I said, I think we're gonna start here. Get a fish back in the stick. I'm not out here to just slay all the fish. That's not what I'm doing today. Today I'm really trying to focus on learning the equipment, utilizing the equipment in the proper manner, and recognizing what things look like on the equipment. And one of those ways is by just running it and targeting and really trying to figure out where your graph is in relation to your speed, and then where that fish would be when you passed it, and then looking at your distance and making it happen. You know, if you get that, if you learn that method, it's video game fishing, man. Straight up, it's video game fishing. There it is, you know, got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just ridiculous. But yeah, hey, listen, I'm happy. Buddy made fun of me earlier and was teasing at me, telling me all that money you spent on electronics still can't catch a fish. Well, you know, I'm gonna figure it out, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna learn this whole system here. I'm gonna understand how to read this and understand what's going on. I got 4 right back here on the corner in the front of that tree, but they don't look like big, so they might be crappie. I'm gonna go back there anyway. It's like I said earlier, where there's crappie, there's bass that tend to pick off the stragglers. Not much back here. I don't know why guys come back. I mean, I'm sure they come back here to flip that grass we were just looking at, because underneath it there was fish. Don't forget, I've got the trolling motor mounted, or transducer mounted on the trolling motor, so everything's coming from like 2 feet down. So I'm shining underneath all that vegetation. I can see what the root and the base of those vegetations look like, and I can tell when there's fish on them. Now, I told that guy there wasn't no fish in here for a reason. You can call me a liar, you can call me whatever you want to call me, but one thing you can't call me is stupid enough to tell you I catch big ones out here. I ain't gonna do that. It's better cold Michigan ice fishing pretty soon. Nice. I don't know, Mark. That ice fishing, again, that's a very, 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 very I don't want to say it's slow paced. It's just when there's action, it's awesome. But I mean, you can spend, as you know, it's just like fishing out here, dude. You could be spending all day looking, and then you either have the moment or you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's all about. I got one tucked up just about 10, maybe 20 feet behind me. Just a little one tucked up in a hole. I got another one right here. I got 3 25, 30 feet out to just where the back is. Let me stop this. Let me see if we can do it again. These fish are just sitting out in the middle of them. They're probably moving around. They're probably not stationary there. And I'm looking at them. When I seen them, they were stationary, but they're really not. Another one under here. Yeah, I think we're gonna start here. I think we'll start the tournament in this back corner. We will run this channel to the north, and then we will run it to the north again, and then we will run it south, and then we will go to the other side of the lake if this doesn't pan out anything that's feasible. This guy put a nice new dock up. Look at this. This place looks beautiful, huh? You guys see this house? Gorgeous. You'll see it here in a minute. There's one for sale over here, man. I wonder what they're asking for that. Not that I can afford another house. Not that I could afford anything at this point. But I mean, you know, we're bound to have a market crash sooner or later. Might as well start looking now. I don't mean that. I shouldn't say things like that. I shouldn't say things like that. All right, now we got a little speed on the transducer again. We're starting to get pictures. All right, I got 2 off at 40 feet, and that's back in the grass. I'm not even going to deal with that. We're not bubbles are coming. There. All right. Slow us down. And we'll roll. Not seeing much to look at over here as much as I was up at the mouth. But I'm in Bed City here, and my bottom's pretty bright. So realistically, this could be a destination in a couple of weeks. Duck, don't get caught on my line. Thank you. This could be a destination in a couple of weeks. This could be it. This could be where a lot of things are setting up. I'm seeing a lot of bottom here. Nice hard bottom. Visibility sucks. We're at 6.5 foot of water. But like I said, visibility's junk here. Without electronic, and this place is covered in fish. But it's probably crappie. It's probably crappie. I mean, not that I wouldn't take a crappie. I mean, if you put another one of them big crappie on here, man, like I had the other day out at that new lake, that was kind of cool. I enjoyed that. That was fun. That was fun. Yeah, I'll clip that though. I'll clip that. Put that out there for you guys as a short or something. The whole, let me look at it. Oop, there it is. And the release. I got marks on my right. Oh yeah, they're definitely bass. Or it could be a big gar. Gar usually travel in 2s and 3s, and that's what this looks like. This might be it. This might be where we start the tournament. We'll see. We'll fish it. We'll fish it. I got bait taken off and stuff. Like, this is a pretty active little area. Pretty active little area, man. For everybody hanging out today, appreciate it. That's really cool, man. I know this isn't like live bait fishing for some of you guys that watch live bait fishing. I know this is not at all like that. This is not as interactive, and it's definitely not as exciting when something occurs. But man, it is, in my eyes, this is fire. You know what I'm saying? This is a great day, man. Coming out here on Harris, there's hundreds of boats here today. Everybody in the world in the MLF is on this lake right now, beating the brakes off of it. I'm discouraging Major League Fishing pros from coming over here and fishing. There's nothing in here, bro. Nothing at all. Don't even turn your graphs on, you know what I'm saying? Just leave them right off. Don't look around. There's nothing for you here. You guys see that beautiful house, man? Can you guys see that? That is beautiful, dude. That is absolutely beautiful. What a pretty house. They have done so much work to that house. It did not look like that, just so we're all clear. Didn't look nothing like that. They made that thing look as that beautiful. So old Outlaw thought, check the docks, and realistically, we found tree cover. Tree cover ended up being what we're looking for. Just little low-hang trees. And I see them all over the bank here. I don't want to keep poking at them, because if there is something in there that I might want to catch later, the last thing I want to do is end up putting a hook in its face today, you know what I mean? More than likely, with MLF guys, they're gonna hunt this place, dude. Like rabid animals, dude. Just trolling motors, just tearing all this up. Because I mean, they're good like that. This guy cleaned up the whole peninsula. Wow, this is gonna be really beautiful when this is all said and done. Let me slow us down. Ice fishing in Michigan. Look how beautiful that is. Yeah, backyard came out really nice. Here, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. It's a pretty house. Look at that. Huh? It's got like a pool in the middle of it and stuff with a living room style. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that house a lot. They put the wrought iron fence up. That's pretty nice. That's not cheap. Spend a little bit on that for sure. Yeah, I got bedfish right over here on my right. Right off the corner of these lilies, they've made little beds. Small fish, nothing big. I just want to see it. Oh, there's a bigger one that's hawking over here. We just went by it. Nah, it's all littles. Again, probably just little crappie. Or little males making beds, you know, because it's that time of year. It's getting ready to happen. Which has me believing that in a couple of weeks, man, this might be it, boys. This might be an interesting day if we can get around here and play with the graph. Florida's the place to be right now. I know, Mark, right? I'll take it. No kidding, bud. No kidding. I'm not I am not complaining at all about the Florida life, buddy. Don't ever think for, like, when I grew up, when I first moved down here, I didn't live in the best place in Florida, and I was like, I hate this place. Like, I'll do anything to move out of here. And then being in the Army for a while, you know, I missed this place a lot. A lot. And I didn't grow up here in Leesburg. I frequented the National Forest. I was more of a redneck kid from out yonder. You know, these Leesburg kids, these are lake life kids. I couldn't afford none of this. My family wasn't boat people, you know. We were when I was younger, but eventually, you know, it all catches up. This good sized fish just jumped over there. You guys taking a peek over there at the birds and stuff, man? Just checking out what I'm doing? Just watching me work here, huh? I appreciate that, man. Again, for everybody that's hanging out, if you haven't been here before, hit the button. If you've been here before, thanks for hanging out, because you never know, man. Listen, I'm in this to win this, dude. Like, I'm not here to make friends. I'm not here to play games. Like, if I hoist the flag on a big, I'm gonna let everybody know I hoisted the flag on a big. Like, it's not gonna be a joke. I got a pirate flag and stuff that flies on the boat. It's Blackbeard. I got this. You guys, I got a couple funny skits. Couple funny skits that I plan on doing. I'm waiting for the right time. Waiting for the right time. But yeah, the imaging, dude, just absolutely disgusting. I don't even know how to explain this. I really don't even know how to explain what I'm doing. I wonder what that house is going for. Oh, it's got a pool too? Oh, wow. But the roof looks old. But there's a boat slip with a crank and stuff, and it looks like he's got a boat house on the back. Oh, it's got a mother-in-law's quarters on the back. But it's got a window shaker unit right there. You know, window shaker unit in the master. That's an automatic no-go for me, buddy. But still, what a killer. I mean, I could turn that mother-in-law quarters down there into the studio. Let's get back over here and do what we're doing. I'm just looking at that house like, I wonder. It's pretty nice, but like I said, I see two window shakers on this side of the house. That begs for problems. Totally enjoying hanging out at the lake, pretending it's warmer than 5 degrees. Oh my God, Brandy. I'm perspiring, Brandy. I mean, just so we're clear, several times you've heard me say that I have to get something to drink because I'm parched. So to give you an idea, I mean, this is hot. Like, I'm sweaty armpit right now. Like, I didn't put on deodorant after work, and I'm probably offensive at this point because it's hot. 85. Water temperature 67.2. It's 4:20 p.m. No kidding, is it really? It is. Oh, wow, boys. I've got live time. How cool is that? Oh. Oh, do it again. I missed it. I was fiddling around looking at the times. Yeah. Good one, Brandy, Mark says. Yeah, you guys are suffering, dude. I'm sorry. Maybe I should just wait for a really bad day to come out here and live fish. So everybody's like, that sucks worse than what I'm going through. No, not a chance. This is the only good day to fish. And this is like a 4.6 day. And tomorrow drops down to like a 2.8 day. And then by next week, the weekend, it's like a 2.2. Like, it's bad. Like, it just says if you're not fishing, don't. So them pros are gonna have their day, boy. There's a big one. It's a good sized one sitting in front of that pad. I think that's what bit me, to be honest with you. I missed it because I was slack line staring down. I should have had my line right, and I'd have felt my tink, and then I'd have just set the hook, and we'd have been back to fighting. There's a couple of them over there. All right. We're gonna stick with the bottom contact. They're not casting shadows, so we know if they're not casting shadows, they're laying on the ground. 49. David Proctor, I'm sorry, buddy. I wonder what that house is going for. I shouldn't even look, but I'm probably gonna end up looking. I got two directly under the boat. Probably gar. Like when I say directly under the boat, well, they're sitting suspended in the column. Let's switch it up. Let's go over these. Now we're finding fish that are suspended in the column. So we're either gonna have gar. It's either gonna be gar or it's gonna end up being bass that are just transitioning back to this area. So let's get the little tiny swim bait, and let's hunt this area a little bit. Yeah, they're sure enough, boy, they're back here. Hey guys, don't tell anybody. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell anybody that we found something back here. We're trying to be real quiet on this one. Let's see if we can get something to bite something moving. There's another one. They are literally, this thing's not even affecting them. Like they're swimming directly under the boat. I think I went too far forward with the hook on this bait, to be honest with you. It's not quite swimming the way I want it to, so we're gonna go ahead and reset this. Nope, that's not it either. That's it, now she's swimming true. Let's see if we can get one of these moving fish. One of these fish that's transitioning right now to swim by this thing. Just snack on it. My highs will be in the 40s by the end of the week. 20 and dropping, Mark. Oh, goodness. My highs will be in the 40s. Yeah, no, that's a good sign I moved. I can't do that cold weather. Nope. I start shaking. It's bad. It's bad. Let's run this circle again. Just to get an idea. Because I've got some stuff. Oh, I got some stuff up on the graph over here. But those are probably crappie. I got some sticks in the water. I got fish in beds in every one of these little lily pads here. Huh. All right, we're gonna make a couple of casts to see if we can't do something about these suspended fish that are passing through. Right now, they're passing through here. We'll try it. I didn't get spot lock. This old boat, I really don't want to do that. That's way, and the only spot lock that I could really afford was on a 55-pound thrust trolling motor. And I'm just gonna be honest with you, that's not gonna do it. It's just not. I mean, they're cute and all, and if I had a little boat, it'd be fine. You know, a little tin boat, 55-pound thrust is getting it. Fiberglass 1979 with God knows what kind of weight in it. Not so much. Not so much. I want to try to hit one of these fish that are popping their little heads over here. know they're in here. I just got to find a way to target the column. It appears they're on the bottom because they're not throwing shadows. We'll see. We'll see. I still can't believe highs are going to be in the 40s. I'd give up. No, I'm just kidding. We'll make one more little slow roll over here. Yeah, this is going to be a place to look. Not enough cast. I swore I had some 1/4 ounce heads with 4/0 hooks that I can run on bigger swim baits. But I don't know if swim bait, it's just going to depend on water temperature. Like everything I'm doing right now could totally change come the tournament in 2 weeks. Everything could change in 2 weeks. But I think this is a pretty good spot to be in. Yeah, I figured I'd get you guys out of the house, man. You know, see what I do when I'm not working or when I'm not playing on live or when I'm not editing, you know. This is kind of what I'm doing. That and fixing this thing, because that seems to be the mission, is fixing this thing. Collapse fuel line. I cannot wait to figure out what's wrong with this thing. Because Buddy said, I put new fuel lines on it. That makes me think. That makes me think. I wouldn't know how to know if it's collapsed or not, though. I guess I'd have to... I guess if your primer ball's not staying primed, that's a pretty good sign too, huh? Everything could change tomorrow. I know, man. That's the whole thing. Well, I know one thing that hasn't changed is the number of problems that occur every time this boat leaves the house. I know that's not changing because that seems to be pretty consecutive. I'm just waiting for what's next. That's kind of how I feel. Like, what's next? What's next? Collapse fuel line. Yay! You know, it's just constant. But, you know, the only way I'm going to continue to figure this stuff out is if I come out here and, like, put it on it. So now I know I've got to go find fuel line. Change out the seals in the primer, or in the filter. You know, there's a lot of stuff I can do. I'm just going to have to do a lot of maintenance this week. And this weekend, as per usual, probably run new fuel lines. Just so I'm not dealing with it anymore. Probably should see if I can't like blow some of that material out of the tanks. Like, I don't know. I don't even know. All right, we're going up this way. We're gonna go down here. We're gonna make a right. I've seen all I need to see here. I know what this is now. I got a really good idea of what this is. Or it could be a stuck check valve in the ball. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that too. Like, I was thinking maybe I could have sucked something up and that could have gotten in the line, but there's a filter and the filter was really clogged. And I'm like, well, then it could be. But the check ball seems to be working when I pull it off the motor. So I don't really know. I really don't. I really don't know what it could be. Or what it is, or what it be looking like. I don't know any of that stuff. So I'm still in awe. Cha-ching! Hey, guess what? The boat's losing power. Cha-ching! Hey, guess what? Cha-ching! Hey, guess what? Cha-ching! That's how I feel right now. Oh, big fish. Yeah, I physically saw him. He was watching me work this thing. Never took a bite at it though, but watched it. Came right in with it. There he is on the scope. Sure enough. That was cool. He had an off color in the water. I didn't have my glasses. I really couldn't make out what it was. If I had my glasses, he would have bit it. Oh, it's such a perfect day. I'm glad I spent it with you. Oh, such a perfect day. You just keep me hanging on. You just keep me hanging on. Could be built-in tank or gallon tote. Dual built-ins, bud. 2 built-in tanks. 8.5 gallons a piece, left and right side. It's got a switch on it, left to right. I noticed when I put it on the left side tank that I'm not getting, it's sucking more fuel, or it's collapsing the ball faster. So that's why I'm thinking when I switched the other tank, that might have been the difference, but it still did the same thing and flexed out the ball. So it could be the pump seal or the filter seals, could be the check ball, could be a fuel line, could be an issue. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Could be an issue, which is what I'm experiencing. So we know that's definitely going on. Weekenders on our own, having fun. Oh, I caught that lily. Oh, it's such a perfect day. I'm glad I spent it with you. Oh, such a perfect day. You just keep me hanging on. You just keep me hanging on. Yeah. All right, back on mission. All right, slow her down. Yeah, I'm hoping the weather is just like this tournament weekend though, like the whole weekend. That would be sweet. I could totally handle a February fishing tournament in my t-shirt. There would be nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I don't even know why I'm casting. Like, this is the thing. Like, I don't know. I mean, if you're not seeing any fish, why even cast, right? Like, that's the whole thing. You physically know there's not fish there. You don't see them. Ta-da! Don't try. Keep moving. You'll find them. I haven't called one yet, guys. So I mean, if I call the fish, there's a chance I'll catch it. But I haven't called anything because I'm not really seeing. Oh, not really seeing what I thought I was going to be looking at over here. Oh, you guys gotta start thinking of some tunes, man. It's an old habit. I know, right? Hey, what's up, Skrilla? Yeah, it is an old habit, Scott. You're calling it, man. That's the whole thing. Like, oh, just keep casting, just keep casting. And now when I'm doing this, it's like, what are you doing? Ain't no fish over there, bro. I mean, what you throwing today? There's nothing there. I can tell you there's nothing there. I can see there's nothing there. But I still got to do it, you know? And then I feel better about myself and the people around me, you know what I'm saying? Because I tried. But it's like you said, why? What are you doing? There's nothing there. Stop. The old habit, bro. This is gonna listen. The ad said, "Do you want to make more out of your time on the water?" And I was like, "Yup." They were like, "You need this," and I was like, "Sign me up." You know. But now I'm realizing that might have been a curse. Like, it might not be a good thing that you can see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? This could be bad. Like, you just, oh, we're wasting our time here, wasting our time here. I mean, this is really going to put me in a position where we might be driving around looking, just looking all the time. Well, that's what today and tomorrow are for. And then next week, same thing next week for you guys. Today and tomorrow, live fishing. During the summer, there'll be a lot more live fishing. The boy will be out here with me. You guys get a chance to see Beards being dad. Bring the little man out. He'll enjoy it. He really likes this thing. Are you kidding me? There it is. So remember them knots, boys. I know some of you guys see me manhandling my stuff here. This is not like, I'm not nice to my stuff. I'm not. I like break stuff and jerk at it all the time, but my knots, they're strong. All right, we got something moving over here. Isn't that kind of what fishing is, though? Yeah, no, it is, Brandy, and it isn't, because although that is fishing, we're kind of cheating now. Like, not a little bit. Like, I personally think it's cheating a lot. I can't wait to the move to like a live scope where it's like live, like HD live, you know, where you're literally watching your bait go down. You're like, oh, he's right there, you know. But oh, look at me, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of these guys that we've been seeing running around today. That's the kind of systems they've got, and that's great, dude. Like, that's sick. That is super duper cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that. But as far as what I do have, oh, I can tell you this is definitely a game changer. It'll keep me, what'd the ad say? To make the most out of your fishing time on the water? You know, this is definitely gonna make the most out of it. The question is gonna be, how big a set of batteries am I gonna have to go to? Because I can definitely tell we're gonna end up with a lot of trolling motor money. Ah, birthday's coming. What do you want for your birthday? A $1,500 battery? That's ridiculous. Well, you asked. You know what I'm saying? You asked. That's what I need. If I have to get something I need for my birthday, I need that. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. Because I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to keep this up. I don't know how long this thing's gonna last. Because I'm steady on, but I'm like barely on. I'm at like 10%. So, and it's like I said, it's got a digital maximizer in it. So I guess that's supposed to be like really good for your batteries. Whatever. Looky here. There's a couple over there. There's a couple over here too. I guess I should start really paying attention to both sides. Oh, it's so beautiful over here. Nice hard sandy bottom. Everything's nice and bright. You guys didn't get, oh, you guys didn't know. I went and beautiful fish jump. Patty and I went back out on the Clear Lake and reset all this stuff and got everything working. That was cool. Appreciated his help with that one. He'll be fishing, I think, maybe tomorrow and maybe next week too. We gotta see what his schedule looks like. He's a busy man, you know what I'm saying? Busy guy. But he's gonna definitely be down with 3 days of the tournament. I already talked to him about that. He's pretty excited. And he films with me before. He's, you know, he knows what's up. He's done this with me for years. So, and no, it won't be anything weird about having Patty on the boat. You know, for those of you that have been with the channel since the beginning, I mean, Patty was the original rider. You know, we're riding on his boat, man, making magic. Thought living the dream. You know what I mean? We thought we had this now. We're gonna make an impact. But yeah, you know, a small channel. I'm growing. I'm not gonna pull no Brandon Pollinuk numbers, but it was a turtle. Was it a turtle? I think it was a turtle. I got a fish over here in the back side of this. I'm wondering if this is the wrong bait, though. I'm wondering if this is the wrong bait, though. Like I should be back to the worm, moving real slow. Oh, such a nice bottom here, getting such good returns. A hole over here on the right appears to be 2-3 feet across. Does not contain any fish. We're gonna go back to Billy. I don't think this is the presentation. I think this is moving too fast. I don't think the fish are interested in anything moving right now. I think they're kind of posted up, like getting ready for the high pressure. High pressure means what, guys? They go deep. And I think that's what's going on. I think our pressure's rising. I didn't check the barometrics before I left the house. I should have. But I think our pressure's rising. So we're gonna have transitions to deeper waters, which is basically what I'm doing right now on this trip, is transitioning to deeper water. Staying in the canals, you know, or well, what they call fish highways, natural moving areas that the fish tend to travel in when going from deep to shallow water. Seasonally, that's where we're at right now. Nothing's really going to be spread out crazy. What I'm really looking for, though, is that, you know, that moment that, oh my God, there's like 30 of them right here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm waiting for. That'd be wicked cool. And I'm not seeing it here, I can tell you that. Definitely not seeing it here. Lots of docks coming up. Yep. Yep. Oh, there are too. This whole back area is full of docks. Scott, you been down here? I think Scott might actually know where I am. That's funny. Scott's just south of me. Listen, man, once the Blue Pearl's up and running and I don't have all these issues and stuff, we're going to do like fishing with friends, with other people and stuff like that. That's my goal, man. That's my goal. But I can't take nobody out on this thing if it's breaking down every other day. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't like my friends riding on this thing. But the fuel line thing, I've got to fix that regardless, because we're going to need this thing for the next weekend, next 2 weekends. It's always something. It is always something. Yeah, that fuel eats right through them. Yeah, well, that's why we run fuel through it, you know. It's going to be interesting. Oh, I got a couple 3 back here. Let's see what's big. One of them is about the same size as the one I went to earlier. Puts me at 40 foot. So that means it's right there on the bank. All right, now. Come on, don't make me look like a liar. Show yourself. Show yourself, fishy. You know you want some of this worm. I didn't go wacky rig yet. I still got it sitting down there. I might have to switch it up. All right, now I scared him off. He just ran off. You know. I might need to get a drink, boys. Starting to get a little bit of the dehydration. Just a little bit of the I went to a new dock today. Some of you guys think our new launch today. I don't know how happy I am with it, to be honest with you. It's kind of weird. I mean, it was fine. I mean, pulling the boat up and out, that was easy. Boat started right up, that wasn't a problem. Finding out where I've got it's got to be a pinhole air leak somewhere. That's what's got to be wrong with this line. And like I said, I'm going to start with changing out the water pump or fuel filter seals. See if that's not it. If it ends up not being that, I'll know it's lines. And if it ends up not being that, I'll know it's check ball, but I'll probably go fuel pump, fuel filter seals to check ball to fuel line. Ghetto birds out, boys. You know what time it is. That's Black Hawk. Nice. So there's a Black Hawk in the background. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. I do like seeing the Black Hawks. This guy's got his own private dock and his own private, see, that's what I need. So I can just have my buddies come over and they're like, hey man, where am I gonna launch my boat? I'm like, in my yard, dude. Just pull down the side there. Go to the end of the driveway. It's a lake. That's a brilliant idea. It's probably not cheap either. All right, back on mission. That fish is still over there. I'm not even touching him. Hey, Blue, what's going on? What's up? Blue-eyed Panther made it in here. Blue, you missed the fish. We did that already. We're gonna try to do it again, but we're gonna look for something with some size, because now that we can actually see what we're trying to chase, it's a little bit easier on me emotionally than just dinking all day. I mean, not to say I'm not gonna dink. It's bound to happen. You guys know I'm hashtag dink slayer, you know what I'm saying? You guys wanna post pictures of bigs, I can show you bait. Take that to the bank. But I'm just out here looking right now. We're testing the gear. We got the hotspot set up, doing a little live stream, hanging out with you guys. And prepping for tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have more cameras. I'm gonna put the other cameras on the boat. I brought them, but tomorrow we'll put some more cameras on the boat and we'll really get a little bit more serious and maybe take a trip back in the dirt, back in the nasties. Okay, I got hard bottom to my left. Going a little fast. Yep, there's a little school right there. Off in the back corner over there. Oh. Yep, exciting day. Can't do 1080. I had to go down to 720. So if you guys want to hit the gear button and then go to select your image quality, you'll see it comes in real clear 720. It's really nice. You can set it to 720 on your mobile device and actually utilize the equipment that I spend all this money on. A lot of people don't realize that with my streams. Like if you go into your settings, live shows are done in 1080. They won't let me do 4K. I'm not even gonna take a chance at that. That's big. But I do 1080s on those, and these are 720 streams. So I mean, if it's coming in the 144 and it looks like pixel crap, it's not my fault. Just go check your settings, man. I can give you the 720. YouTube should be up processing to 1080 too, so you guys should be watching, some of you guys should be watching this in beautiful high definition. I just pulled her through some grass. A little bit underneath us, little crappies. Little crappies underneath us. Me and my girl got this relationship. I love her so bad, but she treats me like I'm locked down like a penitentiary. She spreads her loving all over, and when she gets home, there's none left for me. Doing time in the web is easy. Rodney's on the microphone with Ross MG. Oh, take this veil from off my eyes. My burning sun will someday rise. Well, what am I gonna be doing for a while? Said I'm gonna play by myself. So I said bye. Show them now we've come off the shelf. 25 feet that way, one fish in a hole. It's just little males. They're getting set up. It's so neat to be able to see this now, though. This is different. It's definitely different. Definitely different. I'm excited. Aw, happy puppies. That is an impressive dog that guy's got there. That is definitely one to tell the grand about. All this over here is just holes, little beds with little fish in them. Little fish. I mean, they're little fish. Again, I'm casting. No reason. Don't know. Yeah, I heard some Sublime today on the ride home. It was nice. So, I've been kind of just singing songs in my head. I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. Oh, I had $1 million, but I spent it all. If I could find that Hannah and that Sancho that she's found, oh, I'd pop a cap in Sancho and I'd slap her down. I really want to know, my fishy, what I really want to say is what'll make you bite. And I'll make it, oh yes, I am great. My soul will have to wait. Yeah. Oh, we gotta play some Guitar Hero, man. We gotta get on some Guitar Hero. Over on the Hate channel, you can check that out. I play Guitar Hero over there. I play on Twitch too. Not that often. I guess I should start. People like it, they laugh. So, whatever. Guitar Hero. I guess it's kind of like a boomer thing, I guess. Okay. I mean, they really just at me, I'm sure, but it's whatever, you know. I'm having fun out. There's a couple of fish on the right here that are passing through. Looks like they're going this way. Yeah, that was fun. You guys are all laughing at me and singing. Yeah, I like doing the Guitar Hero and stuff, man. I got some pretty cool games. But I only play the PS3 on there. I won't. The PS4 is in the living room. I could put it in the office, but I don't really want to like play games. Like, I don't want to play first-person shooters and stuff. That to me is, I'm not good at it. All right, let's just say that I'm not good at first person. I am. I mean, I can play anything. I'm a nerd, but I just don't. I don't want to get beat up by 10, 12-year-old kids that should be at school. I mean, I guess that's what it all boils down to. I don't want to get beat by kids. I'm emotional. That's why the fishing thing doesn't bother me as much, because realistically, it's nature. I mean, I can't tell nature what to do. All I can do is hope to coax her into doing something I want her to do. You know, a little finesse, just a little bit of love, tenderness, a little sharing. Oh, there's one right here. Again, them movers. I got good. Give me pretty. That was hilarious. Again, here it comes. Come on. I'm gonna have to sharpen Billy in the tournament. I'll probably retie Billy. Oh God, to know that these guys have been playing this unfair game for this long,